I mean, I don't know if Zach's going to join us, but if he wants to, he can do so. He's probably not going to be.
Yeah, whatever. If you really want to hunt us down, you can't do shit. Well, you gotta find us.
I mean, yeah.
Especially me.
Like
sorry,
yeah. He's not gonna find me either. It's like, and especially the fact he's trying to promote gang shit. I'm like, I ain't having that on my stream. I don't want to like.
I have that
he's
either.
in the chat.
Yeah.
He's in the fucking chat. I'm here. Anyone will like blocked me. Oh, he has a channel. He said he didn't have a channel. Oh Jesus!
Thanks for wasting your time, you fucking clown.
Oh my God, his channel's hilarious.
I'm here, and anyone block me. I did not block you, dude.
We didn't block you, okay?
And I have evidence for that.
Yeah.
I ain't a bitch. I called you a clown. I think I'll block you.
Yeah, and also the guy follows us both on Twitter, so we didn't block him.
That's all to go fuck himself. I ain't gonna follow him anymore. I ain't gonna block him though, but I'm just not gonna follow him.
What show did I miss?
Okay, so the guy, it was basically an atheist. He was trying to recruit people into a gang, and I don't want my video getting taken down from YouTube for promoting bullshit. So, and he was just wasting time. So we're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" So I booted him. The first time I've ever done so, by the way. I mean, I don't mind having debating people, but if they're just going to waste my time, then what the fuck is the point?
Herded you to a gang? Like what on earth?
Yeah, he wants. Yeah, because like Sun Lucifer pointed out as I was reading the definition of a cult. So if anyone's like, "Oh, that's harsh to say religion's a cult," well, no, it really is a cult.
I didn't block you, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, that's the main thing. The only real difference between a religion and a cult is the number of followers.
Reality. He keeps saying,
if a billion people follow the same cult, then it's an entire religion. God, I hate that phrase, an entire religion. Like, as opposed to what? Half a religion? But that's the most obnoxious phrase ever that religious apologetics use.
Yeah. All right, so
sorry, that pissed me off. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm on the dude's Twitter, and he's starting to go after other people. I mean, I don't follow.
You blocked me. I didn't block you, retard.
Yeah. Hey, Zach.
You probably did because you're a pussy.
Yo.
Sorry for the shit show you had to witness there, but I'm not gonna. I was not gonna risk my channel getting a strike because someone's putting gang.
Some retard wants to promote his little fucking Playhouse clan.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a question. Is that like a legitimate
messed up on so that you're gonna you have to delete this hangout?
I'm not deleting it. I kicked him out so before he would have gone any further, so I don't think this hangout's going anywhere. He says, "Can I come back? Can I welcome back?" Well,
no.
It turns out with hangouts, if someone gets booted from a stream, like it's
they can't get back.
Yeah.
Don't let that clown back. Fuck him.
Yeah, like fortunately, he won't be able to come back, or I just keep ejecting his ass, or I could just lower his volume and he can't raise it. So
unless he comes in with like a different account, then he could come back in.
Yep, and then I could just continue banning him, and we play a drinking game. Every time he comes back, we just mute him and eject him, like troll him to death. So, Zach, how you doing, man?
What?
How you doing?
Well, I just woke up. I was looking at my YouTube feed, and I saw this debate going on. And I thought, hey, I ought to tune in. I just got a question. Like, is that really something that you could, like, get a strike for, is having people, like, advertising gangs on your videos?
Oh yeah. That's definitely a violation of terms of service. I mean, YouTube's not going to like give you a strike if someone pops in your hangout and does anything, you delete the hangout. Then you're very unlikely to get a strike over that. But it's a risk you always got to be wary of. Like I had one asshole spam gay porn into my feed when I did an open hangout stream where I gave the hangout link out publicly, and I obviously had to delete that stream because I couldn't have that on my channel.
Yeah. I mean, before anyone says anything, I don't mind debating people. I'm fine with it. I've had tons of debates this year, like over 20 or so. And
except Jesse was seemingly not debating you as a thing.
He's like, it's like just insults and shit, and it's like, the fuck is the point of having you on if you're not going to actually form an argument? You're just going to You soldiers give soldiers a bad name. Well, go fuck yourself.
Ain't no soldier, bitch.
Yeah. we didn't block you, and I mean, his grammar is so horrible. Like, sometimes I'm like, what the fuck is he actually saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean here, but Jesus Christ, dude, this dude's grammar and spelling is just horrendous.
Yeah, who cares if we're mean to him now? He fucking tried to promote a shitty little gang, and then he's talking shit to us as well. Who cares if we're mean to him?
Yeah. I mean, if it makes him cry, then good. I don't really care. I mean, I saw his channel, and holy shit, it just looks horrendous.
What's his channel's name? Let me look it up.
Infamous Jesse. He's in the chat of the stream, so you can look at his channel, and thumbnails are hilarious. Like, I almost died of cancer due to it. Like, and now I think he's just gonna spam the chat, and I'm tired of people just spamming the fucking chat. Like, so I'm gonna kind of slow his roll there.
0 subscribers.
He wants to fucking recruit us.
Wow.
Go fuck himself. He can recruit me.
Look at the. I'm gonna go to screen share.
Wow,
He has several videos, but they've all been posted in the last day. So his channel must be new.
I'm assuming. All right, so I'm going to go to the guy's channel, and let's take a look here. All right, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the incredible Jesse. I mean, what the fuck am I saying? Infamous Jesse. That ladies is a real ladies man. I mean, all right, so 2-3 hours ago, 1 hour ago. Oh, that's a lovely tied listener there, you know.
That was funny. When I was in our DMs, he kept sending me a bunch of fucking stuff for live streams and all that.
So, yeah, he did the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, what are you on about, you know? I mean, who cares? Like, I don't care what other streams you've been on. I care about the arguments you're going to make. Because he sent me an email saying, would you like to interview or publicly debate me? And I'm like, I don't really care. So I said, sure, let's have a stream. So he follows me on Twitter, and we basically, it was kind of weird because he's like, I'm going to rock your world. Because I'm like, just so you know, I am an atheist, if you're wondering. Which he never, like, I assumed he was like a Christian or a Jehovah's Witness. And, but no, apparently his gang is called Jehovah's Witnesses, which it sounds like a gang already on its own. I mean, just to be honest, I know I sounded a little harsh when I called religion a cult and everything, and I understand that sounded a bit mean or harsh, but I just felt like maybe if I said that, he would actually respond to the argument being presented rather than being all, I don't give a fuck. It's like, all right, why'd you join us, you know? I don't give a shit about the other people you're mentioning. I don't care if Jacqueline Glenn blocked you or not, which I don't really buy that she did, but whatever.
That's possible. Jacqueline Glenn does block people sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on the reason. I mean, if you're spamming her mentions, fair game. If it's because you challenged her beliefs, then yeah, it's kind of a pussy move.
Yeah, I blocked like dozens of people. They were all obnoxious assholes. It wasn't for a difference of opinion, though. It's because they were genuinely being complete assholes.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus. It's like, when people spam my feed, that's where I lay down the law. I've muted
feed, like calling me names or something, or engaging like playground bully level ad hominem attacks and shit like that. Gone. I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, I don't blame.
Somebody says, "Oh, you're just a fat loser. You don't have enough subs to comment on this." Blocked.
Yeah. All right. Going on, Joss, man. I don't know if you saw
There's a shockingly high number of people like that. No bullshit, I didn't block just because I wanted to get him to block me first. All right, and he did, thankfully. But I was that close to blocking his ass just because I was so sick of how stupid the things he typed were. But I figured out a principle. No, I'm going to get him to block me first, and I did.
Yeah. So, Johnson, man, you just joined us. So how you doing?
Good. Is the mic working? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is working. So I don't know if you saw that and I put this in quotes, debate, but it was an utter shit show, and basically the guy was starting to promote gang shit, and I am not having that on my channel as I would prefer to
boot that shit off, yeah.
So I booted him, which is the first time I've ever done this, ever. I mean, I've never booted anybody off a stream of mine, even if they're being annoying. I'm like, I can handle that. But when you're almost breaking community guidelines, your ass is out. And then he started spamming the chat.
Stream I had a few days ago, I had one person that was so wary about the whole gay porn thing with the previous one. I said, "All right, you have a few seconds to say something, or you're getting booted." And I'm like, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, booted. It was someone I didn't recognize, and I was worried about that same thing happening again. All right, because that was what happened. Someone was just in there with a blank screen, and I'm like, "Please talk. What's your name? Yada yada." And didn't say anything, and then gay porn started streaming into the stream. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I had a stream about capital punishment with Humane Mind, and 2 other men joined us for the conversation, and we also started talking about abortion. The guy looked like he was starting to jerk off, but I think he was doing it as a joke. You couldn't see his dick or anything. I would have poured bleach in my eyes, but you could see the face he's making. I'm like, all right, I'm ending it right there, because I think if you just end it, I mean, if he would have showed his genitals, I'd remove the stream, but it was pretty cancerous. Yeah. And then Humane Mind ended his stream, and I felt bad for Humane because he's like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
I heard this one guy named Ogre put his dick in live streams a couple times. I don't know if that's true. I know that guy's like threatened to dox people, so he's kind of a wannabe Devin Tracy, but he's nowhere near as efficient.
Yeah. Hey, Aspie, I don't know if you saw
Hey guys, what's going on?
Yes. Me and Son of Lucifer were having a 2-on-1 debate. Specifically, a request to be a 2-on-1 with a supposed Jehovah's Witness who turned out to be an atheist who was promoting gang shit on the stream, so we had to boot him. Anyway, how you doing?
Good. I'm doing really good. How y'all you doing?
I am great. I woke up. Yeah.
I'm a little bit shaky because I looked up where the dead go to die on Google.
Don't watch it.
I will never watch it. I saw the animation. The animation looks terrible.
Because it was done by one guy working on software in his basement, okay? It was not done by any major studio. Well, he probably had a few people helping him out, but it was basically a very low-budget production. It essentially looks like an old video game.
Yeah, and it looked terrible, but were there saws involved?
I don't know. Like, I've not watched the whole movie. I've only seen a few highly censored clips, and I couldn't take it anymore.
Like, what were the censored clips? What were they doing in the censored clips?
Well, I mean, there were black boxes covering shit, but it was so I couldn't really see everything. But it was disgusting. It was someone's penis getting ripped off.
What the fuck?
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
What's it called?
Actually, I looked it up on Wikipedia. Frankly, there's like 3 stories in that movie. It's like...
Yeah, and they're all just basically pure, unadulterated, sadistic shit.
Yeah, I don't think I... And when I looked it up on YouTube, there was nothing but a bunch of reviews of it, and some people ranting about how bad it was, you know?
Yeah, Animat, the guy who does that channel, he said it was the worst animated movie he's ever seen. And he's described it as an animated snuff film.
Yeesh, yeah. I don't want to watch that. It's just it just seems
don't watch it. Don't subject yourself to it. And if it wasn't animated, if that was done with real actors, it would be illegal. Okay, it really would be because it has I heard it has child pornography in it. But they're cartoons. They're cartoon characters, so it's considered acceptable, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't want to watch that.
It follows It follows like these 3 kids going on like these 3 hellish journeys. Frankly, it's very sick. I think if that's true, how did the Serbian film get legal?
I don't know.
How was the Serbian film legal? A newborn baby's raped in that movie. Yeesh. Yeah. Oh well. Let's not talk about disturbing shit. So, what do you guys what did you guys what you all have for breakfast this morning?
Oh, I had an awesome breakfast.
Actually, I'm getting myself breakfast right now.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten the thing yet.
I pretty much I made myself some scrambled eggs and had some bacon. So I did something for myself. So I feel. I'm
gonna give you guys a preview of the video I'm working on.
All right.
What'd you have for breakfast this morning, Loudmouth?
Cheerios.
Gotta stay hard. Keep going.
Be happy. Be healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I had this morning.
Here's the video.
All right, here it is, guys. Oh, you are using Camtasia. I forgot.
Very common feminist traits. I'm sure Lady T. Green is eating Chris Raycon as we speak, or at least she has at least some.
Guys like that joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I can't believe.
Yes.
I can't believe.
I thought that joke would get a laugh.
Yeah,
Angry
I caught the
Mick
joke. Go ahead.
Angry MGTOW is definitely a lol cow, definitely.
Yeah, his
Angry
videos are
MGTOW here.
Sex robots will make women extinct.
Yeah. Hey, some
I saw Mr. Dapperton's response video to that.
Yeah. Remember that shit? Oh my god. You
Yeesh.
don't talk to a woman like that, you jackass. Jesus Christ.
He went full retard. I mean, seriously. I mean, like, Loudmouth was correct. We need to check that motherfucker's basement. And I mean, when we go to check, I mean, we have him in handcuffs and we have a gun trained on him. So, and we also got to make sure the basement isn't full of traps. When you go down there, you get like fucked up or something. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, check that guy's basement. He actually said straight up in a video that he thinks that men should be taking women as sex slaves.
He actually said that.
And he's not joking.
He actually said that.
What the
Man.
fuck?
I figured I could meme the guy who was fucking here earlier, because have you seen any of his videos?
I haven't seen it yet. I mean,
I'm watching
Ladies,
the first one. I can actually meme the shit out of that.
ladies and gentlemen, introducing the other side, the flip side of the coin of feminism, MGTOW.
Hey, yes, man. I was watching.
Yeah.
I was watching the debate.
it's a pseudo debate, really. It was a fucking joke. The guy wasted their time.
Oh God, one of them.
I was just kind of trolling you guys in the chat just for the hell of it. I thought you were having a real debate. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really interested in listening to this. I really wish I had stuck around. I regret that I left to work on my video. All right, I should have watched what happened.
Yeah.
How's
like- yeah, basically he was pointing out that this guy's an atheist, and I'm like, I thought, all right, so we can just discuss why we're atheists. That's fine. But then he's all like, oh, he wants to recruit people in the gang. I'm like, all right, this guy's out of here. Like, I am not handling that shit.
Hey, guys.
Either.
I think Occam's router is on and he's like playing a video game or something.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah. It
That's
looks
pretty
like
cool.
it looks like Call of Duty something.
It's
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
It looks like Skyrim.
Yep. Everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Occam's router. I had him on for one of my live streams of S-Man Live, and he was a pretty cool dude to talk to. We got to tell some jokes. We got to talk about YouTube and shit and things like that.
Yeah. Hopefully the next video I release will go viral. The next video I'm going to try and release is me doing a cover of Ed Sheeran's Shape of You, and I'm going to in the title what Gemini says I'm going to put autistic kid sings Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran's good. I really like the song "I See Fire." By the way,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Hunter. Aspie, or Hunter. It says Hunter on your.
Say Aspie, yeah, it's Aspie or it's fine.
Okay. Well, I was wondering if you take music requests, like in comments.
Yeah, well, it's preferably a acoustic song, but I can if it's somewhat songy and not overly hip hopish, I can pretty much make it my own.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I have a request.
Yeah.
Def Leppard's Hysteria.
I got hysterical, hysteria. Oh, can you feel? Oh, can you feel it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that there's kind of a bit of a background singing at the same time while Joe Elliott is singing. Like, he's singing "Oh, Can You Feel It," and then there's like some backup singers singing it like halfway through his line at the same time.
Yeah.
Def Leppard's really
Yeah.
known for harmonization, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for their one-armed drummer.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Oh yeah, Rick Allen, he's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, you guys,
Yeah.
you guys want to watch this video with me? From Infamous Jesse here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
Did he use the fucking N-word? Oh my god, what a total loser.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Is that him in real life? What the heck?
Yes, that's it.
That's
That's the
him.
video I'm watching.
That's a full-grown man.
This dude's in a gang. This
And
nigga's
he's not
this guy's
wearing
in
a
a
shirt.
gang.
He claims he's in a gang, and I call bullshit on that. But I wasn't gonna risk it.
This is the type of guy who comes home to work, jacks off.
Does he even have a neck?
Man character, the Bob.
Like, what the fuck? Does he even have a neck? He looks like... Oh, God. I can't even. I can't even.
I thought no bullshit looked worse.
Esmond, I don't hear any audio coming from the video.
Trust me, it's not. You're not missing anything. His audio is horrendous. It's just like in pretty much 90 seconds of him just rambling about incoherent bullshit. So basically, yeah, it's... it has more It probably has more substance though than any Angry MGTOW video. I am going to screen share another video, but not video, but the channel. There's this video, like, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I posted the link in the Twitter chat a couple times and on Discord. But trust me, this video is fucking hilarious.
Oh shit.
Cuck Boy by Mikey's song by your boy Occam's Router. Trust me, I remember listening to this.
Can you even hear me?
Yeah,
I think I did listen to that actually.
I just about died as I was listening to it. I'm like, this is too funny. Like I just listened to it and I'm like, oh my god.
I have several music.
You look like JJ in the future.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can invite JJ. I don't know if I doubt if he's gonna join, but I'll send him a link.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, I heard a. Hey, I showed yesterday. I told Esmond to look at this video on YouTube, but he thought it was too cringy to go all the way through. It was called it's by this rap group, and this rap song they did called "Treat Me Like a Pirate" and "Give Me That Booty." Treat me like a pirate and give me that booty. That was the hook of the whole song, and it was actually really funny. The whole music video was just hilarious.
I was laughing. So it's the first video I reviewed it in S-Man Live, and pretty much what happened was I was laughing my ass off at it, but at the same time I'm like, I don't know if it's copyrighted. I'm afraid I'm gonna get a copyright strike. I don't know, so I wasn't gonna take the chance because it sounded like it might be copyrighted music. So
the Cuck Boy video does get copyright struck because it recognizes the Kid Rock song for some reason, even though it's not his. It's just a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pure art. I think it has more art in it than any song Michael Rollins put out.
I do have an Eminem video too of Kevin and Christy that did not get copyright.
Yeah.
Because it's just a beat.
This is the most packed hangout I've ever had. We got like 8 people here.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome because I've always wanted to.
Aspie, were you talking to that one dude, the irate prostate, the other day?
Prostate? What the fuck?
Yeah, the guy. I thought he was going to let me on a stream he was having this yesterday, but it turns out he wasn't.
That guy is a royal prick. I mean, holy shit, is that guy an asshole? I had to block him.
Why? What's wrong with him?
Huh?
Why is he a prick? What did he do?
I kept saying all kind. Remember during that whole Bearing drama, he was one of those hounding me every day, saying, "You're just doing it for attention. You're such a loser." Ha ha ha.
What the fuck? Even if you were doing it for some extra views, like, why does it matter? Why the fuck does it matter?
At all. And let's be honest. All right, if that had resulted in my channel getting more views, awesome. That would have been cool, all right? But the idea that that was all it was for is fucking retarded because it's the dumbest way possible to gain views for your channel.
Yeah.
Picking a fight with someone who most of your subscribers are a fan of.
Yeah. There's no, as they say, there's no such thing as bad attention.
There is such thing as bad attention, though. There is.
Yeah, to an extent. Like if you,
to an extent, yes.
If people figure out you're a pedophile, that's bad attention.
That's bad attention.
Yeah. Although I wish I could although I am the one guy that's responded to me a few times is the irate bear, but ranting monkey's kind of hard to turn his head.
I was streaming with the irate bear on Halloween. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Miss led me on her channel.
What?
I was on Miss's channel on Halloween after my stream ended. Who else was there? Drunken Uncle, Irate Bear, Omegon, we're all there. I chatted with all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Miss Meese, yeah, Miss Meese seems like it. She seems cool.
Yeah, she was pretty cool. Pretty nice chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, what's the cunt stream, by the way? What's a cunt stream?
It's this thing Schmeckle does. I've been on it one time. It's like this nighttime stream that he hosts on a separate channel. He sometimes, even though the channel's pretty small, it's like around half the size of mine, it still sometimes gets big guests.
Yeah, because I guess he's just that kind of. He's a stream channel, and he invites people onto his. I think he's kind of like that. Like the kind of place where all the skeptics trademark community go to talk with each other.
Kind of, yeah. That's what the cunt stream. And I was on it one time. I talked with Wizard of Cause there, where I met that Amanda Wolf chick. Talked with her a few times since then.
Yeah.
Wizard of Cause, is that the one who was in the video against Teal Deer? Oh no, that was probably another one.
No, I think that's cognitive thought, and fuck that guy.
He said something to Anita Sarkeesian.
Cognitive thought. That guy's a massive tool right there.
He fucked up that video so bad. Like, he follows me on Twitter and I follow him, and while some of his points are interesting, it's like, how the hell could you not see that was a joke video? Like, and then when
I saw that it was a joke video, but the real problem is he didn't get the joke. The jokes just seemed like they went over his head. And another one, I did a joke to him that he just got all mean and personal towards. You remember the whole pagan minotaur thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I made a joke about that where I tagged a bunch of people who were involved in that at the bottom, and then I made a joke where I said, help, I've just been threatened to be doxxed by a transsexual Muslim black vegan, all right, who says they can smell my farts from 7 blocks away.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Joke and cognitive thoughts like, oh, you're gloating, thanks, you keep gloating on me. It was a fucking joke. It was not gloating about anything. It was just making fun of the situation.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
I don't think you were serious. Anyone normal would think you were serious there.
Yeah, it's better. And the thing about, I think when I first started my channel, and I knew I was going to get somewhat well known, and I had to tell myself, okay, listen, people are going to tell jokes to you, and almost none of them, people are going to tell you horrible stuff, and almost none of it is going to be legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been given a comment like, at my Kyle Kalinske gets owned by Penn Jillette video, I had somebody say, the mere fact that you were even born is proof enough that God doesn't exist.
Oh,
like, fuck you.
That's not even funny. That's just being a complete prick.
No, I mean, the fact that...
Yeah, I made a response video to all the comments underneath that video.
Yeah.
And S-Man saw it. He made like a Thug Life video of me responding to this one guy called Airbus Baby, who is all like, garbage video and editing. That's 2 minutes of my life that I will not get back. And I said, well, when you call yourself a baby like you are in your own profile, well, that's exactly what you're being right now.
Yep.
I did a comment reading video. I just found stupid shit that was posted on my wall, and I started reading.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This guy's
the other video, Loudmouth, that you got really hammered on was the one where you defending Crout and T from Red Pill Coach or something.
Coach Red Pill, yeah. I got a lot of hate. Braving Ruin actually left a hate comment on that video. So I pissed off Edgy.
Yeah, you pissed off the white nationalist.
Yes, the white nationalist who once wished a young woman was raped and murdered by Islamists because she helped out migrants. Fuck that guy.
What the fuck?
When the one young woman who was like a daughter of an EU official was apparently murdered and raped by some Islamists that she was helping, by migrants who turned out to be Islamists that came into the country. Yeah, Edgy Sphinx, what he called himself then, posted, even better, she deserved, I only wish she was raped and murdered again for everything she's done.
That's
damn.
Hey, S-Man, are you making your own response video to that racist flyers video that I responded to yesterday?
Yeah, I just saw the title of it, and I just went to the description immediately, and I was like, all right, this is too good to be... At first, I thought it was bullshit, and then I'm like, no, this is real video, so I had to respond to that.
Well, yeah, it's not okay to be white.
Bering first responded to it. I just saw him respond, and I thought, nah, I don't think Bering quite responded in part. But it was still funny, and so I thought I'd make my own response.
I didn't watch Bearing's video, but yeah, obviously that saying that's racist is retarded. Come on.
Did you see my response to it, Loudmouth?
No, I haven't. You can send it to me later. I'll try to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
The opening few, like where she's like, yeah, it's so. Oh my god. Like, and then I saw a bit of Zach's video, and then I was like, I want to have my own original points. So the only thing that you'll see me copy from Zach's video is the following few clips, where I was laughing my ass off in a stream.
One of the Spider-Man clips. I know that one. Just can't remember which one right now.
And then in a video where I was doing a video response, and this dude makes the most unflattering face. He looks like he's having an aneurysm and an orgasm at the same time. And I just started laughing really hard. Like,
CNN fake news just came out with a headline: analysis looking for a race to show what people really think of Trump's presidency. Your best bet for an answer is coming up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. CNN. Ugh.
Hey Zach, you know the one live stream I did with you a few weeks ago, like apparently Bering actually watched it and he was like moralizing against me for the jokes that I said in it.
Wait a minute. He saw the one stream that I was hosting and that you and Whitey joined?
Yes, he watched it.
Oh really? I gotta see the
Yeah, he was saying how I was a spastic retard because I made a vulgar joke about a woman in it, but so fucking what? He makes tons of vulgar jokes.
Sometimes about his own girlfriend.
Huh? What?
Sometimes about his own girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Holy fuck. He's made how many vulgar jokes, and he's gonna call me a retard or call me this or that because I made. Admittingly, it wasn't a very funny joke. All right, it was just something I said, and I had a couple beers. I admit before I joined that stream. Sorry. All right, but yeah, like telling that joke made me like some kind of horrible person.
Yeah. What type of beer do you like to drink?
I think it was like well, I forget what beer it was.
My dad says that Budweiser's the best, but I beg the difference.
Anything, I just like drank a couple beers and then I came home and I don't know.
You're a little. Thankfully, I didn't know this, but I was once in in LA doing an opera program. There's this one night where we all went over to the conductor's house and we all had a party, and he was offering up beer, Belgian beer, and nobody told me Belgian beer was stronger than regular beer because I had one and I felt like I was about to fall over.
I see.
Yeah. Anyway, nothing. I always make everything awkward. To the guy playing the game, what game are you playing?
Oh, it's Rust.
It's what?
Rust.
Oh, Rust. Looks like a hunting game.
It's kind of post-apocalyptic hunting, gathering, survival.
Hey Zach, do you see this shit? Do you see this? You're almost there, man. You got almost
there to 80.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I still wish that I would like. It's 100 that I'm looking to get. I'm looking to get to the big 100.
Yep, and then you can change your.
I think I'm at 79.
Yeah, because of that video of Andy Worski's you got featured in, and now has over 70,000 views on it. So
wait a minute, oh, you're talking about Joseph Man? Okay.
Yeah, Joseph Man's video, the video he got featured in.
Okay. At first, I thought you were still talking to me. I was like, "Holy, what the fuck?" I was featured in one of Worski's videos.
Oh, did you get any new subs from that, dude? Josh?
He gained, he gained like 8 subscribers from it. But 8 subscribers is a lot when it comes to any of us. The most sub person is Loudmouth with over 1,000.
Then I mentioned my YouTube channel to my teacher.
1,468, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think 8 would be a whole lot for you, even for your size as S-Man. I think that 20 would be like a big jump, considering your size.
Yeah, and for Loudmouth, it's 420 subscriber jump. That would really be a giant jump.
Yeah.
And besides, we all know Loudmouth is making all that bank with 1,400 subs in the live chat money, right? Right?
Not really.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. I'm looking for him.
sarcastic.
I know I might not. I might actually dox myself eventually because
You've already doxed yourself, dude. You have your real name in your fucking profile thing.
Yeah, that's true. Because I don't know how to use my account profile to go on Hangouts. How do you do it?
Yeah, I'm doxed, dude. I'm sorry. Your name's public. You fucked up.
Yeah. And besides, what I did was my channel was registered under my actual name, which I don't care. Like Zach knows my name, and I wouldn't. So like he saw my older video, so it's really I don't really give a shit. But
yeah, everyone knows my name's Jim, so I don't give a fuck.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, but the thing is, I was going to say that I'm probably going to find from my school newspaper, my college newspaper. I think I'm waiting for like a really crappy article to be posted in my school newspaper, and I'll react to it. I might get some flack from my own school, but whatever.
My school has a newspaper where they're talking about the president about his Twitter. I'm like, who cares? I didn't get why they have to why the school covers current events. It's like nobody really even reads the fucking paper, the school newspaper. Like I'm pretty sure most people will use it as free toilet paper. Some Trump supporters at the school did use it as toilet paper. They said that free toilet paper. Yeah.
Yeah. Who uses newspapers anymore? I guess old people. But
old people and those that start fires or need some toilet paper.
Hey guys, I gotta get going because there's construction going on in my room addition.
All right.
See you later, Godric.
It was nice hanging out though. Peace.
Yep. Have a good one.
Yeah, I remember this one time I was living.
And then there was
when I was at that opera. When I was at that opera program, I was living in a dorm, and living in a college dorm for a month, it was kind of rough. It was actually kind of rough because for 2 nights I woke up and somebody was they were working on the air conditioning. I woke up to this sound like bam, bam, bam. I'm like, what's going on out there? They were working on the air conditioning. They woke me up because they were working on the air conditioning. I was so pissed off, and I had gone to bed late the last night. So yeah. Anyway, so Loudmouth, what do you do? What is your job exactly? You don't dox yourself.
I'm not saying so online. I refuse to say.
Not even arbitrary, like you're a waiter or you're a blank or no.
No, I make more than a waiter, but what is it? It's back-breaking work.
You work at UPS.
I'm just gonna guess.
You work at UPS.
Oh.
He's a model, guys. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm gonna guess
construction. Puts all you fuckers to shame, and that's why I'm always picked on here because everyone's jealous. That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, compared to no bullshit, I think who would get ladies more than no. I think Loudmouth has a better shot than no bullshit. I mean,
well, no shit. Everyone has better shot than him. Okay, that's like you're comparing me with the lowest of the low. You're comparing me to the cave troll from Lord of the Rings. All right, that is.
Yeah. Wait, did you see Hi, I Think I'm Real's video about no bullshit? It was a slaughter. Like.
Yeah, I think I'm real. He's a smart guy. He definitely has made some good content.
Yeah.
I guess could you send it to me because I think
even though his name sucks, the name of his channel is really shitty. All right, but he actually does make pretty good content. The name Hi, I Think I'm Real. That name sucks. I'm sorry. I don't know why you can't get that.
Yeah. The thing about no bullshit is that he got popular because he used tags. He just used trending tags. He didn't use tags that were
which is actually a total violation of the terms of service.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
He would use other things like he would use the name of other YouTubers in the tags. He would use other people, like he would use unrelated topics like tranny, SGW, shit like that. I'm like, what the
Minecraft?
Such a little bastard. He really should have his channel deleted for that.
Minecraft, he'll tag Minecraft.
Yeah.
Speaking of Minecraft,
why is YouTube not deleted his channel? He's clear in violation.
Yeah.
Because YouTube is retarded. Google is retarded.
I mean, with the shit they're pulling, it's like, like I thought YouTube wouldn't survive, but to the end of 2017, which I mean, it seemed like they will at least make it to January of 2018. But after that, it's like I don't know what they're gonna be doing after that.
I don't know. And then
maybe I should start myself a VidMe channel or something. I mean,
Yeah.
if all this will come true.
Yeah,
They don't delete channels that really deserve it, and people who don't deserve it seem to get stupid strikes. It's bizarre.
Yeah, Warcorpse got banned from YouTube unfairly. He didn't break the terms of service. He didn't, and then he got some copyright strike drama on his one of his other accounts. So it's like YouTube is fucking him over.
That's kind of sad because Warcorpse is like one of the oldest channels on YouTube, but particularly one of the oldest rant and political channels on YouTube. Like, I saw his oldest video that he had posted before his channel got taken down. It was like 10 years old. 10 years old.
He was in his, according to him, like someone asked him, how old are you? Back in like earlier this year, he's like, I'm 35. So from the age of 25 until now, until his channel got deleted, he'd been making videos. And
he looks 30. Yeah. He's 35? Damn. Yeah. I say that guy doesn't age well.
I thought he was actually... I thought he was in his early 40s, to be honest.
Yeah, so did I.
How many subscribers did Warcorpse have before he was kicked off?
Almost 7,000.
Yes.
And what the fuck did he do? Why'd they kick him off?
He
made a couple response videos to a plus-sized woman, and he's criticizing her for promoting plus-sized propaganda, and it was removed for supposed hate speech.
Yeah, take it from a plus-sized man. I'm of course referring to Dave Warcorpse Nordahl.
Yeah, and he also one of his most popular videos was a video on Trump. It had almost 150,000 views on it, and he gained like 3 million views almost in 10 years. So he did make his rounds on YouTube.
You know what's funny about him YouTube is that sometimes if you look on there, sometimes Prager University gives ads. I'm like, YouTube's letting Prager University do ads? Man, that's... Yeah, that's... I wonder why they let that conservative channel do ads, but not others.
Wait, Aspie, out of
I just love this tweet by bullshit that I shared around. Let me screenshot.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't have to give sources, apparently.
Yeah,
sometimes do.
Yeah, Loudmouth, you asked me for a screen cap of no bullshit saying something retarded. Oh yeah, here.
I don't need to provide sources, you retard.
I sent Loudmouth a screen cap of a. Oh, I guess we're using the same type of computer then, because it looks like the Windows you're using.
The YouTuber Battening contacted me and asked for it. Well, but he's a fucking hypocrite, Battening, okay? Because he wanted to hear that bullshit was defending doxing. I'm like, fuck you, Battening. So did you.
Yeah.
That's
less of a dick about it. No bullshit. Was much more of a dick. He was much more obnoxious about it. But ultimately, him and Battening during that debate had the same fucking position.
Yeah. You know, that's something that No Bullshit and Owen McDonald both have in common. They don't like to provide sources.
I don't need to provide sources, you retard.
Yeah. What's so funny about a woman with a penis?
That was
Hey, do you have any sources?
Yeah, sources you can just go and look up on Google yourself.
like literally you could.
And what a bitch.
It's comedy gold. What's so funny about a woman?
I remember when, yeah.
Loudmouth, you transphobe, you.
I'm doing a video called the Owen McDonald rant because like I realized the format that I use, it's like a copy of the Descent of Manosphere. I included Aspie's debate, like a clip where Owen's like, "What's so funny about a woman with a penis?" And he's like when he did this first video, he's like, "Hello everyone, my name is Owen McDonald. I am," and then I cut to another clip where he's like saying the words, "A steaming pile of garbage," and then another debate where he's like, "That would be right," and it just for like a couple minutes you just have comedy gold, and then oh my god, like he says capitalism breeds fascism, which he claims fascism is an exclusively right-wing thing. He claims that he basically, and it was like, Jesus, dude, like how in the hell his video was just like it was impossible to listen to because he was outside and it was like a lot of noise outside where he was filming, and I'm like I couldn't barely hear him. I mean, imagine if Loudmouth and Owen were to debate. I can just picture Loudmouth just like Owen's like, "What's so funny about a woman with a penis?" and Loudmouth just dies. He's laughing his ass off, and Owen starts crying.
Yes. I break out in laughter for sure.
He actually made a response video to me and Zach and Aspie. He actually did that where we asked questions for communists, and holy shit, he blatantly accuses us of being skeptics, even though that's not what we are. Oh, hey Saomi, what's up?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
Yeah.
My problem with the title "skeptic" is that it's too ambiguous. What are you a skeptic of?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
You can be skeptical of anything. You can be skeptical of.
I had Frosted Flakes this morning. Prove it. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you can be. Yeah. Things that don't matter.
Yeah.
I had some popcorn yesterday.
Awesome.
I can prove it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have it right here because I have a trash can.
Yeah. Hey, Loudmouth. You know Lonely Wolf 1980?
Huh?
You know Lonely Wolf 1980, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He said in one of my video rants, the Danny Quartz rant round 2. He's like Danny Quartz watches granny porn. I'm not a skeptic, so no citation provided. I'm just dying. And then Occam's Router put that he has the face only a mother could love, and then he puts puke in parentheses. And I'm like, I would puke too at the thought of that.
I put that. Not even his mother would love.
Yep. And as for Zach, he did watch the Steve Shives rant, and he seemed to like it.
Yeah, Loudmouth, that video is too adorable.
You think that's adorable?
That's some positivity in this world, which is like a foreign concept to people.
Yeah, that is
making everyone happy.
Hey, Loudmouth, look up. Yeah. Hey, look up. Playing with Baby Owl. It's actually that.
So how did everyone's week go? Mine was all right.
Mine was pretty good.
I'm still working.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it was a pretty funny week. I did earn a few ribbons in ROTC, so I mean, I that was a good week. So I also got to troll some leftists on Twitter. So I mean, like today was an accomplishment. I have attacked some people on the right, so it's not like I only bash on the left. I mean, like trolling leftists is funner though. It's more. What am I saying? More fun because way too personally. But sometimes like I'll troll some alt-righters on Curious Cat, where I'll just spam them questions like I'm like, how does it like? I'm like, I leave a question. Do you like roaming millennial? If so. How does that feel to violate one of your alt-right standards? And like the next thing I know, I get blocked.
Well, so basically, what they think that if they're attracted to roaming millennial, that they're not pure enough for the white race.
Yeah, because she's mixed race and everything. Which I don't buy that she's actually 67. Like I thought she was in her mid-20s, according to some. Like, but I mean, if she's in her...
That was a picture of like Miss Thailand I showed. That was 67.
That was not roaming millennial. Roaming millennial was 23.
Taking the piss.
Oh, I only looked at it. I only looked at it once, and I thought that was her, and I guess I did fall for the joke.
Roaming millennial is 23 years old. She's a lot younger than I am.
Yep, and she's like...
She'll still look like that when she's like 70, because Asian.
So Zach is a little younger than roaming millennial here.
Wait, roaming millennial's Asian? I thought she was Iranian.
No, she's Eurasian. She's Asian and European.
She's half Chinese and half French.
Yeah.
My wife's half Chinese and half Italian. Same look.
I'm half Korean and a lot of other things.
Yeah. We just
yeah, but I'm like, come on, every every straight man's attracted to her. Come on, that's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean, especially your boy Vegan Gaines, who when he saw that picture like of her stomach, and Loudmouth told the joke that there's not enough tissues in the world.
The full joke is when Romy Melanio released a video of herself in an I Dream of Jeannie outfit with her belly button showing. And I said, when Vegan Gaines gets a hold of this picture, there won't be enough tissue in the world to clean up that mess.
And his keyboard would be totally destroyed. He would need a new keyboard to White Knight for veganism.
Yeah, I need a new keyboard after that one.
Yeah. Although I do think Vegan Gains has a few good points about eating too much red meat, because red meat is, in large quantities, not good for the body.
Oh, he's got good points on some stuff. I don't oppose veganism in general. I mean, if people want to be a vegan, good for you, man. I just think that guy's kind of a lunatic.
I see veganism, I don't see it as morally superior. I just see it as a subjective life choice. If you don't like to kill and eat animals, I don't really think the problem is that they always have to that's not enough for them. They still say, "Oh, but when people are smarter people tend to be vegetarian." Yeah, and I go vegetarian, not vegan.
There's a type of vitamin B that's
B12.
It's for cognitive thinking, and it's only usually found in meat.
Well, you could get supplements for it, but I want to point out to everybody, the chat is getting pretty cancerous. Infamous Jesse has returned. Yeah.
Let me check out the chat. I haven't been looking at it.
These men made me laugh tonight. Revelation, Jesse will destroy.
Well, then Jesus can. Well, if Jesus is going to destroy us, then that's just showing me why I shouldn't like Jesus. Then he says, Jesus will say, "I never knew you, motherfuckers." Well, I don't know you, so cool. Then he says, Hoasia, or however you pronounce that, 1316, kill pregnant bitches. Well, that's really eloquent of you. He'll never get any bitches, so that's his issue. And then Ezekiel chapter 9, kill senior citizens. Well, the senior citizens will probably be armed with their canes to beat your face in.
Yeah.
And then Sayomi in the chat says, "Hi, guys," which...
Hey, tell Sayomi earlier, like...
I don't think you have a chat, unless there's a troll. Kind of makes the channel.
Oh, wait, no, tell her about what the stream was supposed to be.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a debate with what me and Son of Lucifer here thought was a Jehovah's Witness, and we were presenting our arguments why we don't believe in God in general and things like that, and basically it went downhill from there. Then the dude starts promoting his gang, because it turns out he's an atheist, and he was promoting a gang called Jehovah's Witnesses, and well, I think they're a gang already. I'm like, I'm not having that shit on my channel. He was wasting our time. I was not going to risk a strike, so I booted his ass, which is the first time I've ever done that to someone on my channel.
Wow. Yeah, I did a whole report on the Jehovah's Witnesses. If you want a freaky religion, that's some. I'm Christian, and even I don't like the Jehovah's Witnesses. The Jehovah's Witnesses, they come to your door. They're obnoxious, and and you can't get blood transfusions, which I think is bull because
if you ever see Jehovah's Witnesses approaching your door, wait until the split second before they knock on your own door from the inside, and they will stand there confused as shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a street debate once with some Mormons, and they gave me the Book of Mormon, which I'm like, okay. The Mormons here, I'm not really saying the religious people are necessarily authoritarians, but I mean, Mormons here seem like the authoritarian type of religious people. I mean, Zach and Aspie are libertarian Christians. Well, at least I think in your debate with Owen, you said you're a libertarian, right?
Yeah, although every single political test puts me as a very moderate conservative, I consider myself libertarian because if you think about it, libertarianism in itself is a pretty moderate ideology because while you believe in the things that in certain right-wing stuff, you don't believe that the state should really enforce certain moral you don't believe the state should enforce moral norms, so that's basically at least not. Keep going.
Yeah, no, I was going to agree. I took a test and put me as center right-wing libertarian, like 2 grid spaces to the right, which I was a grid space to the right a few weeks ago, so I'm moving a little further to the right, which, I mean, I'm not like I'm very much against authoritarianism. I think, I say this, death before authoritarianism.
Yep.
Yeah. Although I do have a weird opinion in that if I had a choice between living in within an atheistic, nihilistic, anarchist society with no government, or a religious totalitarian society, at least I would check the religious totalitarian society, because at least there's some order to life. There is some sort of meaning, some sort of kind of direction, and you can reform the religious totalitarian society eventually to a point of libertarianism. But a nihilistic anarchist society, I believe, is kind of I just do not think
It's
it would be
unstable.
a good.
I mean,
well,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean-
To the credit of anarchism, though, at least that you'll be able to arm yourself and protect your own
Yeah,
self.
that's
But
true.
in a totalitarian society, I do not know what you'll be allowed to and to not do. Like, for all we know, could have restrictions on gun rights and try to seize your private property, because they do not know. Like, well, okay. The fact that you defined it as a totalitarian society makes it kind of vague. A little too vague for me to describe it.
Yeah,
but
that is.
I still think I would choose the anarchist society over the.
I would choose. I should have said
society.
theocratic. I should have probably said theocratic society. I'm very bad with words. My apologies.
Well, yeah, I mean, Loudmouth here's I think last I checked, he said he's a libertarian, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Where I'm assuming, are you like a left or right libertarian?
Probably right libertarian.
Yeah, I'm not like on the hard right. I'd say the soft right, and then you got the lukewarm right, which I would say is like probably 5 grid spaces in, and then the hard right is like 5. Is like probably from 5 grid spaces away to the end of.
Did you ever watch Dr. Lehman's Paul Joseph Watson video?
I have not seen.
Nope. Yeah, I've seen Dr. Lehman's video. I used to be a very big fan of Paul Joseph Watson, but after seeing that video, it really made me reconsider,
how can anyone ever be a fan of Paul Joseph Watson? The guy is a kook.
Oh my god, thank you. Yes, he's a moron.
Well, he just said he was one of the first person I found on YouTube who was saying stuff I agreed with, and I was like, oh cool, this guy is pretty brave.
But he provides no fucking sources for anything. He's like, no bullshit. I don't need to provide sources, you retard. All his video on depression, one of the worst YouTube videos I've ever seen. It made sweeping claims about the nature of mental health, backed them up with nothing. There were no sources or anything. Substantiate anything he said.
At least Black Pigeon Speaks uses sources.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't agree with the guy, but he's a lot smarter than Paul Joseph Watson.
Yeah. What did you think of that video where he said women destroy nations? Did you see that video?
What?
No, I haven't.
He said
Black Pigeon Speaks or Paul Joseph.
Black Pigeon Speaks. Black Pigeon Speaks basically says that women do not have a natural and biological urge to protect the tribe, that they just go along with whatever is the most whatever is dominant. They go along.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll never. In that case, I guess I'll never trust my wife to look over my own kids. That's sarcasm. That's sarcasm, by the way.
Kids, but they're naturally
caregivers,
not leaders of the tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? I mean,
that's a fact about anthropology.
Yeah, I watched Paul Joseph Watson's video, and I was like, I had prolonged unhappiness. I wouldn't call it depression for like 2 years. Like life had just gone downhill, and I essentially let it go downhill. That was something I regretted, but I saw his video, and I know people that have had depression or have depression, and I'm just thinking to myself, what in the fuck are you on about? And I was like a monitor punching, pissed off. I was like, how Loudmouth was able to respond without dropping like "go fuck yourself" at the end, I don't know. It was so mind-bogglingly retarded. It was like
it was so easy to disprove him. It like literally took like 10 minutes on Google to disprove his points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not really good with
much effort.
He's not very.
It shows that he put no effort into that video.
Yeah.
No.
He's kind of like, well, he's also he's a journalist for InfoWars.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also a 9/11 truther, you know that?
Oh god.
What's 9/11 truthers? Are they people who believe 9/11 was an inside job?
What you never even heard of the 9/11 truthism, Aspie? Jeez.
I've heard the term, but I've heard the term, but I don't exactly know exactly what they believe.
There are people who think that 9/11 was orchestrated by the government of the United States in order to justify wars.
To justify a war with, yeah.
They're insane, and they also believe that there were like bombs in the Twin Towers that made them go down, that fire can't melt steel, even though that's how they fucking make steel.
Oh my gosh, this is so cringeworthy. Womb transplants could allow women to have babies tomorrow. Oh god. Can I kill myself now, please?
Womb transplants will be able to give men the ability to have babies? Is that what you said?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's...
Where's the baby gonna come from? Is he gonna squeeze the baby out of his penis?
Oh, shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up,
Holy crap. Holy crap, you guys. Look at this. FBI, JFK files. FBI alleges MLK had secret affairs, orgies, love child. He was not exactly... Martin Luther King Jr. was somewhat of a... he had a lot of good ideas, but I don't think he was completely the most...
everyone knows. That's known for a while.
He knows he is a womanizer.
Martin Luther King was a chronic adulterer. He was a poon hound. He may have been strong for civil rights, but he was weak for the pussy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That man...
Every man has their vice, okay? No matter how... high in stature or what a man accomplishes in their life, everyone has a vice, and that was his. He was weak for the pussy.
Man, he lacked him some vagina, man. He lacked him some vagina.
Yes.
What game is this I'm watching?
Rust.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hey, is it extraordinary? What type of game is it? Is it for on the computer, PS3,
it's a
PS4?
game.
It's on. I'm using it through Steam. You can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a weaker computer, so I probably wouldn't be able to do it. But I should have gotten the 15. I should have gotten the 15-inch rather than the 13-inch Mac. It had a DVD player and everything. But anyway, it says that here National Archives published more than 600 new records Friday relating to the 1963 assassination of President John F. Kennedy, and some addressed civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr. and his multiple alleged affairs. That man was not. Yeah, he was definitely somebody who definitely slept around a bit.
He slept around. He was a poon hound, and he was in a position of authority. You know, he was a big, prominent civil rights leader. And whenever a guy is famous, women tend to throw themselves at you. And he,
yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Martin Luther King Jr. I think he was a here's how I should put it. I put Booker T. Washington above Martin Luther King Jr. because Booker T. Washington at least had some practical points to point to the what I call the advancement of the black community. Webb Du Bois, I think, absolutely what Webb Du Bois did. He absolutely ruined any chance the black community had. Webb Du Bois was a rich man and grew up in a middle class neighborhood. Never experienced any true racism until he was he was an adult, and he was definitely more emotionally bound. And Booker T. Washington was a former slave, so he had a lot more practical answers to the plight of the black community.
Well, Martin Luther King was a little young to be a former slave, though, is the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
he was born about 60 years after slavery was abolished.
I know.
Yeah, well, one thing that I think I heard about Martin Luther King Jr., I'm just going off of what I roughly remember reading about the man, is that he was a big-time welfare supporter.
He was.
He was a socialist. He was a socialist.
He had
socialist light. I mean, sorry, I cannot call people like Bernie Sanders and the other progressives like full-on socialists. More like socialist light. I mean, especially compared to fucking Owen McDonald. I mean, Owen McDonald makes me like Bernie Sanders, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest right now.
Yeah, but Bernie Sanders is He's a cuck. The guy is an SJW and a half.
I know.
He's just
Why let those two bitches like fucking take over his like speech or whatever the fuck that one time from the fucking Lives Matter.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest bitch moves.
Bitches in control. How the fuck are you gonna have a handle on the country?
If he had pushed it, if he had like done so, I would have probably done something wild, like pushed them off the stage.
I'd have told security get their fucking asses.
Get these assholes the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders didn't have a job till he was 40. I mean, and like a lot of people said his ideas were unrealistic, and at first, when I first heard of him, a lot of people in my area were pro Bernie, and I initially thought he was all right. And then after that, I'm like, no, he can go fuck himself. I'm not letting a cuck be president.
It's not only that. It's like whenever you do the math with his policies, it's like, okay, this shit is not going to work out very well.
He's a socialist. Yeah.
Hey, guys, this is some. This is something you might find very interesting. It's it was from the Drudge Report. It's about YouTube. YouTube's new profiles for children have privacy experts very concerned.
Oh boy!
Let's read
new channels for. They're referring to like queer kids stuff and other channels like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's
oh
keep.
My fucking god!
Some of them called Mark Zuckerberg racist, so docs away. You know?
Yeah. Privacy experts aren't convinced your child should have his/her own profile at such a young age. It is very concerning, said Josh Golan, executive director of Campaign for a Commercial-Free Childhood. Google seems to be setting up consumer profiles for children that may be going into his vast profiling machinery used for advertising. A Google spokeswoman told MarketWatch that YouTube Kids does not use children's data for the personalization of paid ads. When a parent sets up a profile for their child, the only information collected is the name and birthday, she says. That input is then used to customize the experience, she added. Older kids will receive more text and more videos on the home screen. In the U.S., the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, COPPA, restricts the collection of data on children under 13 without parental consent. That makes these YouTube accounts a game changer for minors. Why? Parents must explicitly consent to the collection of data on their children when accepting the terms of agreement on the app, making it legal for Google to target them. It's legal, but it isn't ethical or fair to children, Golan said. What do you guys think?
Well, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know what to think.
Yeah. I think that children, I think young children, YouTube's a rough place. I don't think children like that should be. Parents should expose their children to the wondrous, polite and good place that is YouTube. Especially the YouTube comments section.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Actually, I do have something to say because when I hit 100 subscribers, I'm planning to do like a new format for a new type of videos where I'll be like playing video games, keeping the language and adult jokes to a minimum as I'm doing response videos, like a kids-friendly version of Strikeforce, basically. And I'm just wondering about how that would affect those types of videos that I make, because I'm one to like I guess you could say reach out to younger minds. I do not know how this policy would like affect channels that have had videos before that are pretty much for adults like myself, but are wanting to make some certain videos that are specific towards kids.
Yeah, because you said you wanted to help create a generation of pro-liberty-minded type of people, right? Like, yeah.
I mean, Generation Z is a generation right after millennials, and they're already proving to be quite more liberty-minded than certainly millennials, but even any other generation ever since the greatest generation, the World War II generation. But still, that's kind of what I'm looking to do.
I would also like the generation, because my generation sometimes seems quite work shy, and that pisses me off to no end, to be honest.
you're actually technically a Generation Z person, S-Man. I'm still a millennial, but you're Generation Z.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you guys, I'm gonna put this. I found another article on the Drudge Report called "Communism's Bloody Century." I'm gonna send it to Owen McDonald and see what he thinks.
He'll say, "Oh, I know what he'll say. He'll be like, it's not true communism or socialism because it wasn't worker owned, even though that's not."
No,
the
dude,
only
he just
thing.
messaged that guy. Fucking messaged me back on Twitter.
Oh God, I'm gonna go to my Twitter, see what the fuck.
He said, "Seriously, man, tell me one clown that showed." You bitch.
All right, let's see what the fuck. I don't know if he's messaged me on Twitter. Let me see. I'm gonna hope not, even though it's probably gonna be just bullshit. No, he hasn't messaged me since I gave him the link to the stream. I mean, just.
Hey, I have a question for you, Xiaomi. Is it Xiaomi or Xiaomi?
It's Xiaomi.
Okay, well, I have
He
a
said,
question.
I respect you. Oh, yo. Oh, sorry. He said, "I respect you, man. Please." What?
He did not show respect to you guys. Bullshit.
That's why he said, "I respect you, man. Please don't disrespect a fallen United States of American soldier. You can call me all you want, sir."
What? Do not disrespect a fallen United States soldier.
We didn't do that. What is he talking about?
Oh, he's apparently a fucking United States fallen soldier.
Well, he's a retard.
How come I have a hard time believing that, considering all the fat that is like coalesced around his neck?
What are you talking about? He didn't have a neck. He was probably born without one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And also, there's also the complete lack of respect that he has for particularly you and Lucifer. I mean, either that or he's got serious mental issues. Like, if he's got a serious mental disorder, well, then I could see maybe possibly he had like some major PTSD or something or other from being in some war. But if he doesn't have a mental disorder, then he's just being, I don't know, disrespectful. Like, I don't know. The feeling that I get out of veterans is that they're either usually more respectful, or even if they aren't respectful, like if they have some smug attitude or something, they're at least.
I respect you because you're my brother.
Aspie's tricking on.
I'm sorry. I just saw this really funny article. Did you guys hear about this? This cage,
dude. Listen, he said, "Yes, I respect you because you're my brother. You died next to me."
Thank God he's off the stream, because that dude was a weird motherfucker. I remember when I saw his Twitter profile picture.
Against all Muslims alike, Allah bitches.
Where is this coming from?
I gotta tell you guys this.
Allah.
Sorry.
Yeah, against all Muslims, aka Allah bitches.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, guys, you got to hear about the story. It's hilarious. This Cajun restaurant, I don't know where, used them on the. You know how you have a boy restroom and a girl restroom? Well, a male restroom and a girl restroom. Yeah. Well, frankly, to indicate which bathroom was which, on the men's bathroom it showed Bruce Jenner, and on the girl bathroom it showed Cataline Jenner.
Cataline. It's Caitlyn.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
God.
That's
Cataline. What were you thinking of? Were you thinking of cows and ranches or something when you were trying to pronounce that name?
No. It was a misspeak. But that's pretty funny, isn't it? I'll send.
You fucking retard, Aspie.
You evil transphobic white cisgender heterosexual Christian.
What's funny about a woman with a penis?
So, anyway,
Yeah, hey Zach. Before you sound like you're about to head out. If you are, but
no, I'm not about to head out. There's something that I was wanting to ask Xiaomi, but what was it that you was wanting to say,
dude?
Oh well, I was gonna say because you sounded surprised when I said I consider myself just like a fiscal conservative. You want to have a stream at some point about like conservatism in general? I mean, at some point.
Well, yeah. The thing that kind of stuck out to me about when you said that. It seemed like that you said you're only fiscally conservative, and I'm thinking to myself, that a red flag kind of popped up in my head, because you're a conservative when it comes to gun rights, you're a conservative when it comes to immigration. So I'm thinking to myself,
so policy.
you're not just a conservative when it comes to fiscal issues. It
was a misspeak.
Come on,
it was a misspeak. But yeah, like in general, like yeah. But if you want to like have a stream about conservatism, to have like why we are, because like I don't view conservatives as like this evil thing that is a threat to, like, people freak out if a woman is a conservative. Like, in fact, people said, oh, it was easier to come out as gay, like a lesbian said, oh, she found it easier to come out as a lesbian than a conservative, because people are so immature that if you're
That's nonsense. Chicks can come out as whatever they want, and dudes will still want to fuck them.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, conservative women have some more maturity than liberal women. Not to be generalizing or anything.
Yeah, you know, I actually read. This is about vegan. I actually saw a study which showed that vegan women have a higher rate of mental illness.
But is that because of veganism? Like,
no, it's not because of it. They just have more mental illness. It's a trend.
Okay. I have like a question. Would the mental disorder be caused by veganism, or would the veganism be a result of the mental disorder? Like somebody is mentally off their what?
B.
People with mental disorders more likely to be vegan? Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Incredible Aspie. To any conservative chicks, if you're looking for a conservative man versus a cucked beta male bitch, then this is the guy for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
I'm here too.
I forgot. Son of Lucifer is like, you are a conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I technically am, because most.
I should be heading to the gym.
Right side with the right on.
A few weeks ago, I had this chick tell me on a date, "Oh, you'd get laid all the time if you just lose some weight."
Oh my god,
dude, you're not that. You're not.
This dude is saying some crazy ass shit to me, dude.
I do not know what your lower body looks like, but you just look like a big boned guy, is all.
Burly guy, you look like you have physical strength to you.
Yeah, I always thought women like a little meat on their man's bones.
No bands, no registry, fuck white.
Yeah, well then I guess that means I'm not getting any women.
Well, they seem to all go nuts every time they see a guy with like perfectly chiseled abs, you know.
Hey, look at this! It's good news. Refugees admissions plummet to 1,202 in first month of. That's it. It's going down. I don't know if I should trust it because it's Breitbart, but.
Oh god.
Yeah, don't trust Breitbart in anything.
It's kind of alt-right. Like I think they are infested with the alt-right, to be honest.
Dude, I want to tell you what he's saying to me, because he's saying some like crazy ass shit to me. No, just listen. He said, "I respect you, man. Please don't disappear. You fall in that situation. Don't disrespect."
All Breitbart drugs. Use a little bit better, more other sources. Yeesh.
Son of Lucifer was reading.
Go ahead, Son of Lucifer.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Dude, he's saying some crazy ass shit to me. He said, "Yes, I respect you because you're my brother." And I said, "Why?" I said, "Because he said you died next to me against all Muslims, aka Allah bitches." He said, "Fuck Mike Tyson and all of his baggage. I have a war to fight, sir."
That is.
I may be twice your age, and no one will. I may be twice your age, and no one will ever know me. You tell these communist bitches I will hunt them down.
Oh God, we don't need.
What the fuck?
I don't.
What is he trying to say?
Business for glory. I hunt Evic every day, son. I'm general of this here army in America, and why will never know me. He said, "You think Sir Trump is ready? He is rapping. Wait, rapping? Oh, American people after him. Eminem is too busy talking to Trump. Where I come from, sir. Reagan respects me here. I'm Rancho Mirage, California. You ever heard of Miss Fisher? She welcomed to me. Wait, she welcomed to my neighborhood. You think that sail out? Wait, what?
This dude's a crazy bitch. Let's just wrap it up there. Basically, this is not, I mean, this is I thought he was. It wouldn't surprise me if he's actually a Jehovah's Witness. It is an insult. He's an anti-communist atheist. So, I mean, it's an insult to us. But anyway, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, so he is a crazy motherfucker. Either way, a Cult of Ham wanted to join the stream actually because he's like, I want to get on this. What religion is this dude? It would have been an utter shit show because I'm pretty sure Cult of Ham was a bit confrontational. If you guys saw his second debate with Humane Mind, it was a shit show. I did see part of that. Yeah, he was a real. Honestly, I agreed with Cult of Ham's points more than Humane's, but my God, Cult of Ham was a prick. But imagine how confrontational it would have gotten in this stream with Infamous Jesse. Holy shit! It would have been a slaughter, like verbal slaughter from Cult of Ham, just roasting the dude's appearance by being like, "Ha ha ha! You haven't get a neck installed" or something like that. I mean, but to be honest, like I don't make appearance jokes in debates. I've never done that. But the dude's like, I don't give a fuck, and he's like, I'm twice your age. I'm like, does that mean anything? Does that mean you're right? Does that mean anything? It's like, sure.
What else? What else? When it comes to appearance jokes, I usually only do with people who've done it to others. No Bullshit and Devin Tracy have made appearance jokes on them because they do it to other people frequently.
Oh, yeah, they do it all the time.
Because they're insecure.
I think if No Bullshit when it's in a stream with Saomi, I'm pretty sure No Bullshit would probably have himself muted the whole time. Let's be honest.
You cannot mute him. So that
what's that supposed to mean?
He said he literally just said, "I am Shrek," where I walk next to your Frangus and
he looks like Shrek with the paint on. Zach didn't get.
Yeah, he does kind of look like Shrek a little bit.
Okay, so No Bullshit would mute himself. What's that supposed to imply? That he would be masturbating, but he doesn't want people to hear him do that?
Yeah, that's pretty much what the joke was.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I ruined the joke by having you guys explain it. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, everyone else got it, but that's fine.
Rip Frank. This guy is fucking crazy.
I don't know. No Bullshit likes me some chicks with dicks, right?
Steve Shives. I think with Saomi, she'd have to get a restraining order against Steve Shives.
Oh God, yeah.
Steve Shives loves chicks with dicks. It's crazy.
I think he likes anything with the dick.
I remember I made a great joke when I had that Steve Shives parody account that Twitter took away. I said, when someone posted that SJWs hated sex, I posted it with the Steve Shives parody account. I don't hate sex. I watch my wife have it all the time.
Why did they take it away?
Yeah.
Hey, I have a quick question. A couple of quick questions to Saomi. Saomi, you're a trans female, right?
Yeah. You can say
that. Okay, and how do you feel all in all about the gender spectrum? Just out of curiosity.
Gender spectrum.
Talking about, right?
The umbrella and all that horse shit. Yeah.
You think it's horse shit all in all? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
if they're talking about gender as gender expression, then they can talk whatever they want. Now, when they're talking about sex, then they have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, when it comes to, there was this leftist cuck that Aspie debated almost over 2 months ago now, where basically Aspie challenges this dude's logic, and Owen ended up autistically screeching, "You're comparing trans people to pedophiles." It's like, no, that's not the point. What makes non-binary people valid? Because they said so.
Aspie wasn't making a moral comparison. He was making a logical equivalency between people who can claim whatever gender they want based purely on their feelings to people who can claim whatever age they want based purely on their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to I don't mean to pull a
and the thing is, I don't even use the transgender label. I'm not a transgender. I'm a transsexual. There's a difference.
Yeah, I've heard of a friend of Frozen Binary Studio was saying she is in favor of abolishing gender, which I actually agree. I think it's the term gender is so goddamn stupid in these times. It's like
term gender is just a term for human biological sexual dimorphism. All right, SJWs have basically just fucked with it too much, but it is a real term. No, we're not banning it.
Didn't you say, like, in your response video to Owen McDonald, which was titled Owen McDonald's Gender Spectrum Bullcrap Debunked or something like that? Didn't you say in that video, S-Man, that basically gender is just a synonym of sex?
By definition, it is a synonym.
Mostly, yeah, but it's more broadly. Humans are a sexually dimorphic species, and gender basically is the difference between the sexes, basically.
Okay, so basically, gender is all on the head, but sex is all on the body.
No, basically, gender is what makes a man different than a woman. You know, men have a dick, they grow muscles, they can't produce babies, stuff like that. All the biological differences between men and women.
Right.
So genotype and phenotype, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta go.
All right,
see you later.
His album.
Dude, I don't know if this guy's trying to troll me or what. He literally said "Rip Cars 3, rip." What the fuck?
Man, I'd have told him to go suck a dick a long time ago if he's like.
I think this guy is mentally.
He looks like a pedo, to be honest. I'm sorry.
Rip Cars 3.
I want to watch.
I shit you not. He just said that to me.
What the fuck?
Rip Lightning. He said "Rip Cars 3, rip Lightning McQueen." Fuck.
Yeah, that was an awful movie, but you just made it worse. So.
I think it was bad. It wasn't a bad movie.
I like to watch Cars 3. I watched the first time I ever watched. I was like my 5th birthday, so I do hold some value to the movie. All right, we got some chat messages up in this hangout shit. Okay.
I love you, McQueen. What the fuck?
The 3 Cars movies, though, are the 3 worst Pixar movies.
Cars?
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you think's the best Pixar movie? A lot of people say that the movie Inside Out is actually really dark in a way.
Kind of is. Inside Out's definitely one of the best. I'd probably say Up is the best.
Yeah, Up is that actually kind of ticked me off when you mentioned that that Ice Age 5 actually did better than Up. That Ice Age 3 did better than Up. That was
Doesn't that tick you off?
Yeah, Ice Age 3 was okay, but it wasn't the best. It's kind of, I think the
whereas Up is a legitimate masterpiece.
Yeah, Up is a masterpiece, while Ice Age 3 is a stereotypical children's movie.
Stereotypical adventure children's movie.
Yeah. What do you think of
it was better than like the next two. The next two got progressively even worse though. Where that one was just barely mediocre, and then the third one was. Then the next one was bad, and then the 5th one really sucked. I did a review on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recall you saying that the 3rd one was the best of the sequels.
I would definitely say it is because it's the only one that doesn't have the same goddamn formula the other 3 sequels have, which is end of the world disaster comes. Main characters go on a journey to avert this disaster. One of the main characters gets a love interest along the way. Every fucking 3, Ice Age 2, 4, and 5 all have the exact same goddamn plot. All right, 3 is
going to go until they all have.
The only one that doesn't follow that exactly.
I think it's going to go until they all have children or something.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Whereas
Lord help us.
Well, Simon Pegg as Buck in that movie was actually pretty funny. That's another reason why I thought the movie was tolerable to watch. Because Simon Pegg.
5?
No, the 3rd movie. In 5, they brought him back, but he was never funny. In the 3rd, he was kind of funny. He occasionally did make me laugh a little bit, and that made the movie watchable.
I think the biggest thing the thing that I mostly liked about Ice Age 4 was Gut, the main villain. I mean, he was entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I still thought it was kind of shitty. And then the 5th one.
Hey, the motto for Ice Age 5 should be this. Ice Age 5, at least it's not Norm of the North.
Yes, turns out it wasn't the worst movie. He actually released an animated movie that year about Arctic animals. Okay? Yeah. There actually was one that was worse. Norm of the North.
Man, I just want to see it just to see how bad it is. I mean, is it even
so
worse?
Stupid. The plot there's no rhyme or reason or logic to the plot, and the jokes are horribly unfunny. The animation looks like a decade behind its release date. Everything about that movie is garbage.
You think Rob Schneider regrets it?
Hell no, Rob Schneider's been worse than that.
I don't think he regrets any movie he's been in.
Look, the two worst animated movies released in theaters of all time both have voice acting by Rob Schneider. North of the North is number one, and the second worst theatrically released animated movie of all time, released in the United States, is 8 Crazy Nights, also featured the voice of Rob Schneider.
Okay, so you say the worst theatrically released, so that wouldn't include Food Fight.
No, wouldn't include Food Fight because Food Fight never got a wide theatrical release in the States. I'm sure there's lots of direct-to-video animated movies that are worse, probably hundreds, okay? But in terms of something that actually got released in a movie theater, those two are the two worst animated movies of all time.
You know what was a couple of your reviews that just made me feel the most downright depressed? Was probably Movie 43 and Terminator Genesis.
And why did they make you depressed?
Well, Movie 43, just because it was utter garbage. I mean, the parts that I think were the most tolerable skit in the whole movie that you showed, at least I think was the most tolerable, was with the cursing gnomes, but even then it was still pretty bad. As far as Terminator Genesis, it felt like it shit on the whole franchise. Now, I'm not exactly the biggest Transformers, I'm not the biggest Transformers.
You said Transformer. I'm kidding.
I know. I just realized. I just noticed myself saying that. I'm not the biggest Terminator fan, but even I can still think that Genesis was just. It was just basically a big cash grab. They're trying to draw out the franchise as long as they can. You know what? Terminator 5 should have been. It should have been just all in the future, just all in the future.
That's what it should have been.
Like you said, Loudmouth. They should have just ended it off with Kyle Reese going in the time portal and franchise over. The end.
Yep,
come full circle.
Actually been cool though.
And maybe General John Connor makes out with his wife. Happy story. Humanity is saved. Skynet is dead. But no, that they just had to drag it out. And another thing that makes it utterly depressing is the fact that John Connor becomes well, I'm probably not spoiling a whole lot to any of you guys because you probably plan on not seeing it, but John Connor becomes the bad guy. It just seems, it makes everything that happened in the other Terminator films utterly pointless. It just destroyed the whole motive of the, particularly the 3 original Terminators, and even the 4th one to a certain extent. All that only so that John Connor can ultimately become a bad guy, can become a Terminator himself.
You know, it actually, the first half looked like it might have been okay, and like the second half, it becomes just utter garbage. Like that was it. I did think the fight scene between old Arnold and young Arnold was pretty cool. I thought that was a cool concept to do.
Yep. Although, also the fact that it had way too many freaking Terminators. I mean, especially for, like, a movie that was trying to go for the same survival formula as the first and second. Like, the first and second Terminators, it was just a scenario, trying to run away from the one big, scary Terminator. And, they just threw in too many of that. It just seemed highly overwhelming.
Yeah,
like you first had the
original Terminator movie is one of the greatest movies of all time, period. I think it's genuinely a masterpiece.
Yeah, and I saw Decker Shadow's review of Terminator 3, and after watching that, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, actually it wasn't that good, because originally I was thinking to myself that Terminator 3 was my personal favorite. But now I'm not so sure anymore.
I don't think it's bad. Some people do. I don't think it's a bad movie, but it's not really great either.
Yeah.
Bush Sr. calling Trump a blowhard.
Yep, George H.W. I just saw this on Facebook. which, by the way, Zach, someone in your family added me on Facebook.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been meaning to accept the friend request, or I'm a major procrastinator. All right, so this is from today, so it already has over 330 comments. In a new book, former President George H.W. Bush confirmed he voted for the Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election instead of Trump. I'm not too excited about him being a leader. So this is a former president throwing shit at the current president. Says, I don't like him. He says in the book, I don't know much about him, but I know he's a blowhard, and I'm not too excited about him being a leader. And in a book, it's called The Last Republicans. Which, Zach, are you a Republican, or do you consider yourself a part of like the Libertarian Party?
Well, I am a registered Republican. Actually, I might change my registration to Libertarian Party just so that I can actually participate in a primary where I can like choose what candidate I want to run against Trump and whoever the Democrat nominee is in 2020. But yeah, I'm a registered Republican. Ideologically, though, I do not consider myself a Republican. I'm a conservative libertarian.
Yeah,
or just a conservative, or just a libertarian for short.
I never considered myself a Republican or a Democrat. Like, my family's had a lot of Democrats on my in my immediate family, but on my mother's family, the further I go, there's way more Republicans, and I'm like, I wasn't all that like enthused with Republicans and Democrats. And libertarianism sounds more for me than the other parties. I don't think I could go for the Green Party, even though they're far left and anti-capitalist. But I can get where
you don't find that crazy kook. She was the most psycho woman I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Ugh.
It's basically if Bernie Sanders. It's like the female version of Bernie Sanders, even though it wouldn't surprise me if she was a. It's
all like the whole campaign was like climate change. I'm like, listen, dude. Okay, whatever you think of climate change, listen now. I'm gonna give my opinion on climate change after doing some thinking. Here's my opinion. Okay, I don't think you have to take two sides. Okay, there's two sides. People think there's only two sides to this debate. There's the side that think climate change is the big thing, and that if we don't do something about it, we're all going to die a horrible death. And then there's the other side which thinks that it doesn't exist whatsoever. I take the middle ground. That climate change is while humans have some effect on the earth, I do not think it's to the point where we need to stop. We need to stop human progression, and we need to put massive regulations and destroy third world countries for it. And I think that the thing that will help the climate change the most is letting the free market create more environmentally friendly greenhouse gas, green energy, because it does have some potential. I mean, they just created a new truck that runs on hydrogen gas. And it's very clean, very effective, and it looks like it'll work. So I think the free markets, if anything, the free market's the best way to combat what you think is climate change. I mean, it would take hundreds of years for it to get to a point which is even close to dangerous, I believe.
Taking place actually with China and Africa. They have a lot of green energy infrastructure plans in Africa that they're going to implement.
If they're going to do solar and wind, good luck, because solar and wind is, while it does work to a degree, it's not 100% reliable.
They're going to do solar because a lot of Africa's climate is very good for that. The thing with solar is you have to have the right kind of climate for it to be optimal.
Yeah, the problem with Germany completely moved all their energy to green, and now they have energy. Sometimes they don't have enough energy, and sometimes they have too much. They have surpluses. So yeah. Proudmouth, you believe climate change. I know your opinion on climate change. So what do you think?
I kind of agree with you on that. The free market is probably the best way to solve it as an issue. Like a good example is fracking. Fracking, has dramatically reduced the need for coal, and natural gas produces far less carbon dioxide than coal does.
Yeah, I don't know that much about Elon Musk, but what I do know about him is that he is making great strides in transportation and clean transportation. And, you know, you mentioned of how there are 3 different sides, maybe even more regarding climate change. And I remember seeing this funny skit from Reason TV talking about the solar eclipse that happened a little while back. Would that classify as a solar? Yeah, it's a solar eclipse, I think.
Yeah.
And then you had the Republicans who were saying a solar eclipse isn't happening. You know, there is a solar eclipse that actually happens all the time. And you know what that is? That's called the sunset. And blah blah blah, and then you have the Democrats who are all like, "Oh no, we're losing the sun. We need to do this and that and the other thing." And then the Libertarians are just minding their own business, like reading a magazine. I care in the world, and I think that kind of perfectly sums up the whole climate change debate. Is that Republicans and conservatives stereotypically will say that man-made climate change is not happening at all. Democrats and liberals will say man-made climate change is happening, and if we don't do anything about it, it'll completely destroy the world, and we must restrict people's way of life. But then the libertarians and everyone else in between, they accept that it's happening. Yes, climate change is happening, but I don't think we need to absolutely do something that will destroy our very way of life, all of our transportation, all of our ways of living, and whatnot.
And the warming, it's a little bit of warming may not be that bad. I mean, there was a NASA came out with a study that showed that the Earth is actually 40% greener because since the warming started. So it may end up with it only gets warmer near the poles. So more places will be able to have farmland. More farmland means more food. But the thing is, it should is that people say about the droughts and the floods, and I'm like.
Did you see also NASA showed satellite images of Antarctica is actually expanding?
Yeah, but they say
certain parts of Antarctica are expanding, not Antarctica as a whole.
Well, actually, the South Pole
is far greater than the amount of growth in certain areas of Antarctica.
The South Pole, Antarctica, all in all, is gaining ice, but the North Pole, the Arctic, is all in all losing ice more than Antarctica is gaining.
Yeah, so there is a net loss, yes.
There's a net loss, but I just wanted to say that Antarctica actually is gaining ice more, all in all, but not enough to compensate for the stuff being lost in the north. I've just come to generally accept that ever since watching Potholer 54's response video to Steven Crowder on that video.
Yeah.
And really,
about that debate between Steven Crowder, I think it was kind of I don't really think it's Steven's fault that it happened. It just the circumstances were just very I just don't think they could both find the time to do it.
Yeah, that's what kind of Humane Mind told me. Like, I had a stream with him talking about the Potholer 54 Crowder YouTube drama. He was saying basically he was like trying to use. He was using reason in this whole thing. I think my problem was that I wasn't reasoning enough behind the whole scheduling and why Steven Crowder wasn't able to do a debate. He said that Potholer 54, he like consistently all the time responds to people's YouTube comments and whatnot. And yet Potholer 54 keeps on making the excuse of why he will not accept a debate for months on end is because he's a busy man. And yet you have the time in your schedule to respond to all of these guys who are commenting on your videos. What the fuck? Humane Mind brought up that point, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, apparently Potholer 54 and Steven Crowder are just about as equally dancing around the idea of scheduling as the other guy. The thing with Steven Crowder that really pisses me off about him, and I guess I am just going off of Potholer 54's word off of this, is that they do not get back with an answer to Potholer 54. Like, he has a whole staff of members, and they do not go responding to him. And it just makes me mad. I really just wanted to see the debate, and now Steven Crowder said he considers this case closed. We wish him the best. Yeah, and that's the moment that I unsubscribed from him.
Did anybody see the whole debate between Razor Fist and Kyle Kalinske, who for the first time in his life actually grew a pair challenge for almost 3 hours or so? Like, was over 2 hours, but it was between 2 and 2.5 hours. But it was.
It was a rough debate, I'll be honest with you. I was watching Kyle Kulinski. Well, I didn't agree with everything he was saying. But the thing is I don't think Razor Fist was as well prepared for this as Kyle was.
Yeah, I trust me, I do not like Kyle Kulinski, but all in all, I think I did not watch the whole debate, but I saw bits and pieces of it, and for what I saw, all in all, it seemed that Kyle was winning. Razor Fist, it just going off of the attitude and the mannerisms that each other had. Razor Fist, you could obviously tell by his tone of voice, the way he was getting worked up, that he was quite struggling, and he knew it. But Kyle Kulinski, who is playing a lot cooler, the thing that I disliked about Kyle Kulinski the most is of his smugness during that whole debate. But that comes natural with Kyle on Kulinski. He's got a smugness that just utterly makes me want to punch him in the face so hard.
Yeah, honestly.
The thing that pissed me off on the whole single-payer healthcare part is that he pulls an ad populum on that issue. Like, I get sick of this all the time. Progressives keep on saying, hey, single-payer is the most popular opinion here in the United States, so let's go for it. I'm thinking to myself, do you really expect me to change my beliefs on healthcare just because of what the majority might or might not believe? And also, I find it kind of hard to believe that the majority does believe in single-payer healthcare system, because there was a Rasmussen poll that I saw of where it was like 47% disapprove and the 39 or 43% approve. So it isn't quite so black and white. It isn't like solid concrete that the majority of the United States does support single payer.
Like, polls,
and even if they did, it wouldn't change my beliefs.
Sizes as well.
Yeah, Zach, you should use this analogy. Oh, it's the most popular opinion, huh? Well, in Nazi Germany, Nazism was a pretty popular opinion. Does that mean it's right? You know, obviously it's not.
Good one, S-Man.
They would see, like, whenever people bring up an ad populum fallacy, when they're like, oh, more people agree with me, therefore I'm right. So if, let's say the stream was full of white supremacists and Nazis, and let's say my buddy Milnerman is Jewish. Let's say he's the only one. And, that doesn't mean that they're all correct because they outnumber him, which he said he would have joined the stream, but he's busy. That would be pretty interesting to see Zach and Milnerman in his stream, because they seem like very opposite type of guys. Milnerman is a left libertarian, and Zach's a right libertarian.
I thought you said he was an authoritarian.
You mind if I own in here just for the heck of it?
That he was an authoritarian, S-Man.
No, he's a left libertarian. Wait, what'd you say, Aspie?
I was going to say, is it okay if I invite Owen in here just for the kicks?
Yes.
You know what? I'm not going to stop you. I'm not condemning it. I'm not going to condemn it.
What's so funny about never?
That joke will never get old, especially with how he got so pissy.
Never.
He's such a British cock.
How come I have a feeling that he's going to turn it down?
No.
Oh, yeah.
He probably will. I mean, if the fact that Occam's Router and I are in the stream with Aspie, who in Owen's eyes is like Hitler's best friend, he's just gonna see all of us here, especially with Zach and shit and Son Lucifer. He doesn't know Saomi, and he barely knows Loudmouth. So Saomi's like probably the only person that Owen isn't gonna scream, "You evil white supremacist transphobe." Well, if he hears any of your opinions, he's gonna call you an internalized transphobe.
Oh God.
I mean, that'd be so funny if you were to debate him, because like he'd get so fucking triggered because your profile says you're pro-capitalist, and then then any other opinion, he'll probably start crying, and he probably wouldn't debate you because he'd feel like he feels like that's speaking over a marginalized voice or some bullshit like that.
I'll tell you this is what I wrote. Hey Owen, here's a link to a stream I'm in. There's a transgender in here.
I think
you said transgender, you transphobe. It's trans people.
That debate was a shit show.
Or trans person, excuse me.
Yeah, and the funniest thing about that debate, other than the whole "what's so funny about a woman with a penis," is the whole he's like, we're done, because he's like getting pissy with Aspie for saying transgenders or instead of trans people. It's like in that stream, it's
I like how Aspie says.
Yeah, it's like, first of all, you cannot expect someone to change a habit of what words they use in less than 90 minutes. That's retarded. And it's like, and then Aspie points out he's autistic, and words are a little difficult for him to. According to what you said you had a bit of a difficulty making habits with words and stuff or something like that. And he's like, that doesn't matter. And I wanted to, like, part of me wanted to create a troll account and accuse him of bullying and like being an ableist piece of shit. He's bullying an autistic man. But I was like, nah, Aspie, like, I think you won that debate. There's only one debate I had with Owen where I did feel like it was a shit debate on my part. It was the whole ethics of punching Nazis and shit. I felt like that was probably the worst job I ever did, but I have no problem admitting it. It happened a couple months ago, so I hold no emotional skin in that debate. I've reconsidered my stance on whether we should punch Nazis or not. I used to be staunchly against it, but I can get why they want to do that. I mean, I'm not saying let's all let me turn on my camera really quickly.
I can also get why people want to punch communists.
Yeah.
But the thing is, just all in all, I say do not punch people just for their beliefs. Once they carry out their beliefs physically, well, then it becomes a different issue.
Yeah. All right. So basically,
I just invited him. I just sent him the link. And,
oh, wow. He's gonna block you on Twitter. I bet he actually blocked a buddy of mine for. But then again, my buddy was spamming him, so I can't blame him. Basically, I'm not saying, hey, everybody, let's go collect some Nazi scalps. Are you in? I mean, this is a cool knife, to be honest. But anyway, I'm not saying let's go out and scalp Nazis. I'm just saying if you're wearing Nazi shit and somebody punches you, I'm not going to cry about it.
You know,
yeah.
When I was about to debate Owen, I thought, he seemed like a nice guy at first. I did not see snake in the grass. He seems very polite, very cordial.
No. He was, for a while, quite a nice guy, but he kind of started showing his colors with that debate with S-Man, but he really showed how nasty he can be with you, Aspie.
Oh, here's the thing, right? In that debate where he kept cutting me off, like, there was a few points where I would have just grabbed my microphone, like, I'm just going to physically demonstrate just so you guys can get how this would have been. As I'm listening to him and he kept cutting me off, he'd be like, can I finish? I'd be like, all right, fine. But then the moment I'm trying to finish the point, he's like, can I interject? I'm like, part of me wanted to say, no, go fuck yourself. I'm finishing this point, dickhead. Or, Owen, shut the fuck up. I am talking. Or some yelling shit like that. I mean, the fourth debate was a shit show. 2.5 hours of me explaining basically why he's like, S-Man is transphobic. I'm like, no, I'm not. And he completely failed. Like, people in the comments were roasting him with, like, he doesn't understand biological sex. I explained that gender and sex have a connection when it comes to words, so it's not incorrect to say there's, since they are connected, verbally speaking, with the whole definition with the synonyms, and people use it interchangeably, so it's not incorrect for me to say my gender is male, or shit like that. And he's like, what does that have to do with anything? I'm thinking, like, is this dude retarded? Like, is this dude, like, is he incapable? Like, did it just go, like, out one ear and just, like, out the other? Like, it went over his puny little bald head. It's shaped like a peanut.
It'd probably be more like a walnut if you want to get the color correct.
Oh, God. I mean, he was.
I'm a racist piece of shit. What can I say?
After all, Zach, you did say for me to tell Owen that he should shut up and eat himself some fried chicken watermelon. You did say that in one of the streams we were in, and my God, I took a clip of where I started laughing my ass off for the video I'm editing.
Because that line is not.
I'll be back after a while.
I've created a trend.
Yeah. Oh my God! Like that clip though of just me like laughing. I think I had a friend. I sat down with a friend and I showed him the clip, and he just started laughing really hard. And then I took the clip of you with the music and everything and just put it in reverse. It sounded even funnier. Like my laugh backwards was really cringeworthy, and the music backwards was so weird. Like I've never listened to rap backwards. I have listened to some depressing songs backwards, and it's so funny. Like sometimes it's like, oh, that's how you'd say something backwards. It just makes you sound like an angry German dude if you're rapping, or if a woman is singing a sad song, she sounds like a depressed Swedish girl or something. I don't know why, but or you're somehow European or whatever. I mean, the first debate, he was very charming, very polite. There was only a few times where we cut each other off, but we were like, all right, you go ahead and speak your point. The second debate, he was a little, it wasn't very noticeable of a difference, but he was a little less patient. But I can get that because we were both under some time constraints. I had some family coming over and at that point, and I was a bit nervous we wouldn't be able to have an uninterrupted conversation. As for him, I think he was probably just expecting to go out later that night or something. The third debate, very charitable, it was more charitable than the second debate, but I will admit I got interrupted a lot because other relatives were like asking for my help, and I was just thinking to myself, part of me wanted to just mute my mic and say, shut the fuck up, but I can't do that, right? The fourth debate was an utter shit show. There was almost no interruptions, so that was good. But it was. I have no problem in saying this, that he failed to prove why non-binary people are valid. You want to call yourself that? You go for it. I will not respect your pronouns or whatever, because that's just bullshit. But I'm not going to support any legislation that would force you to refer to yourself as a man or a woman. I'll just think you're a spastic, but I'll respect your right to practice your spasticism in the privacy of your own home. Spasticism, that's their new religion. Non-binary religion. Actually, that's an insult to Christians and Muslims and all that shit.
There's actually one non-binary person that I talk to that actually makes sense. But they don't really go by the they don't recognize non-binary as a gender. They recognize it as genderless.
Yeah, I think it's
they don't see it as either or.
Yeah, as for at the beginning of the year, my second video of 2017, I made a video response to someone, this girl who said she's agender and shit. And holy Christ, it was painful. She's all right. I'm gonna have to. All right, even though these look like Humane Minds glasses, these are props. She's like, she's all like, what is up, Sailor Star Protectors? Star Protectors, it is Sailor Star Protector here holding her phone like this. I did a response video, and my friend Mjolnir Man did a response video to her. We both did our own responses, and she responded to us both, and holy shit. She's like, she's saying to me, you do not disrespect Lainey Bot and her pronouns. I'm like, I didn't know female cucks were a thing until after that day. I thought it was a male-exclusive thing, but no, females. Cucks are becoming more progressive, right, Sailor Star? And then I threw a debate challenge out to her, and she actually accepted, and we were supposed to have that debate, but it got too complicated because we were going to try and stream it on both our channels using YouNow and shit, being all manipulative with technology and everything. And then she now she identifies as male, so I'd rather refer to her as a he than a they, them, or some bullshit like that. As for, she then, I mean, the history is pretty funny. I do remember I made a video basically reflecting how the last 7 months were at the time in July, and she made a response to that, and I'm like, what was there to respond to? There was no arguments made in that video. It was just going over each month and how it had gone and how my life had been going over the last 7 months, which for me, it's been pretty damn good. I mean, other than my aunt passing away this year, it's been pretty damn good. Like, my rule is I cannot let someone's death ruin the rest of a particular year. Unless the year itself has been just absolute shit, then I'm going to try and at least salvage what's left of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was so painfully retarded where she's like, if it wasn't for me, your channel wouldn't have grown. And I'm like, bitch, have you seen my other videos? People like them a lot. Even if they disagreed, they said they could get where I'm coming from. Her most popular video was defending Onision when it was coming to that whole forum shit on whether or not he's a pervert, which that was a shit show all on its own.
God.
Yeah, and then her video, like when I first found it, it had almost 50 dislikes, and I had quite an active fan base at the time, like at least 10 or 12 active people on my channel, which it's grown a little more since then. And Mjolnir Man, I don't know how many people are active in his audience, but the dislikes increased on her video after we responded. It had like over 50, and then she pulled it because she was like, I'm tired of the dislikes in the comments. I'm like, hey, I've never had a video get that many votes at the time. So I'm like, hey, you got 50 people to vote on a video. Congratulations. Now, and it's like,
I got 130 people to vote on my video.
I have 150, almost 160 on the Joy Sparkle BS rant, which that video was so much fun editing, Zach. You have no idea. I mean, with all those clips where she's like saying the words Onision because she probably has his face tattooed on her genitals, with how obsessed she is with him. I mean, seriously, when you make 100 videos on one person, it's like, what? Some of them, it was like she's mocking his financial crisis, which to me that was the ultimate move where I'm like, that's just too far for me. Like, sure, respond to what his arguments are, that's fine. But the moment you go after his financial crisis, that's just a douchebag move. I mean,
got a phone call for a second there.
Zach, I see your webcam. You're using a Logitech, right? This is the Zach.
Yeah, I think that is what brand it is.
Yeah, that everybody is the Zach Edwards setup. It's the most. That is a cool computer. What kind is it?
Well, the monitor is an eMachine monitor, but I do not know. Actually, that monitor is kind of old, and sometimes it doesn't even want to work. But yeah, there's my computer. I do not know what brand it is actually. I think it's a dual core processor, but I'm not so sure.
All I have is
my dad kept on trying to upgrade me to a dual core processor for a while, and now I'm just not so sure anymore if I do have a dual core or not.
Yeah, I mean, for me, all I have is a Windows 7, which I tried installing Sony this cracked version of Sony Vegas, which would be free, which was shocking and wouldn't fucking work. I tried OBS, didn't work. The only things that worked on here were Windows Movie Maker, Audacity, and iSpring Screen Recorder.
Does it have an AMD processor in it?
Oh,
this computer AMD processor? I don't believe so.
Huh?
Because I think that was probably
Intel should handle the video default, but
yeah. But what all I do know is I don't mind the iSpring thing. It'd be cool though if it had like a face cam thing, because I was going to use Panzoid.com, which is a free video editing website, to where you could superimpose them, but I noticed it said 6 hours to render, and I'm like, I'm not leaving a computer on for 6 hours. That's not happening.
No, that's ridiculous.
You know, guys, I really don't think that Owen is coming on.
Yeah. I think as he was about to enter the stream, he saw like it will say who was on there. He was like, "Oh shit, Aspie, you son of a bitch!" Or he probably just saw Aspie message him. He's like, "No, that guy can go fuck himself" or something.
Yep.
Here's
the thing. Here's the thing about my computer. It has over 100 gigabytes of disk space for it, so I can like store all the videos and pictures and everything that I will need for making future videos. In all eventuality, I'll have to like move everything to like a jump drive or something just to get it all off the computer, free up some space. But
yeah,
for right now, it's fine.
Yeah, I use Google Drive to store a lot of my stuff. It has like 15 gigabytes of free storage, and I use like 10 gigabytes of it, and I haven't stored anything on there in a while. This computer itself has like 30 gigabytes of storage, and I'm not even anywhere near 15. So I'm not even using 50% of the storage on this thing. And at one point it was like 20 gigabytes when I got it, and I was pissed that only 10 was free. But there was a system update the day after I got it, which would build have all these things with this computer built in, so it could allow me to clean up a lot of the storage. And I got like it freed up 5 gigabytes, which is good. And thank God I got this computer. I don't mind editing with a tablet because it was really cool with Power Director. You could color correct and things like that. But I got tired of that watermark. Like, one thing people would say to me in the comments is that while they noticed the watermark, like right off the bat, that my video is like, depending on what the topic is about, like that watermark pretty much they saw right past it. Like, they just focused on what the video was. So I was glad that people were just focusing on that, because I used to get comments all the time like, "Oh my God, he's one of those people using Power Director," and I would reply, "It fucking works and it's free." So
if you guys need any help with anything, my business is building custom PCs and fixing broken PCs. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How old is everybody on here? I feel like there's like a lot of youngsters.
Yep,
17
by far.
Yeah, Zach is the oldest. Well, he's the oldest between me and Son of Lucifer. Zach's 22. I'm 16. Son of Lucifer is 17. Saomi is, I have no idea, but I'd say probably I'm assuming mid-20s, because remember, guys, I am an ageist piece of shit, along with 24. Being 24. Well, I'm 24. still oppressive. How old are you, Oakham?
49.
Yeah.
Is that for real? You're for real for what?
Going on 20.
God, there's so many youngsters in here. All are like babies.
I'm not that young. I'm only 2 years younger than you.
Yeah, I mean,
I have 3 grown millennial children that are all the youngest one's in his second year of college.
Well, the funny thing is, it's like my dad's old enough to technically be like a grandpa. I have like old parents. Well, parent now. That is like 60-something.
Yeah. Hey, Zach. Just so you know, I at one point in time, I did consider copying your type of setup instead of using your webcam, because this thing, I mean, it's cool that I have the ability to record from a webcam, but the only problem is the frame rate is kind of shit sometimes, because like if I move my hand around a lot, it just blends in with this wall here because I'm that fucking pale. Where I just set my computer, this phone here, in front of the keyboard and just film myself if I'm doing like a response video or some shit like that. But I'm like, nah, that's pulling a Zach Edwards. I'll find my own method of doing things.
That's
yeah.
That is actually the disadvantage of my webcam on my computer, is that it's so choppy, and also because the freaking audio keeps messing up.
In live streams, yeah, I think that is a problem with. I don't know if like with webcams, like because I'm using a built-in webcam, because that's how I do have the money to actually go to Best Buy, and I did find a $60 Logitech webcam, which I thought that was fucking awesome. But I'm like, I think I can do all right with that with this built-in one. I could always just go into Movie Maker and adjust the audio for the video and things like that. And the coolest thing is like that there are some things that are Windows friendly with this computer, so apps that work. So I used iSpring to record Zach's mug here for this video. I mean, fucking hell, didn't do that. This is everyone's brain on the gender spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I tried reading. I finally got through reading that National Geographic article that I wanted to feature in my new video about Owen McDonald, and man, it was fucking hard to get through. Like, it was cancerous, it was long, it was illogical, it was everything that would make a person want to get drunk. I mean, literally, like, 3/4 into the article, finally, because I've been reading the article in bits and pieces, but then Thursday I decided, okay, I'm going to finish reading it. I had to get myself like a rum Coke, a shot of whiskey, and a beer to get through it all.
Yeah. Hey, Oakham, I don't know if you're looking at that. This was my first response to Owen, a question of gender, and I accidentally paused on this frame here. And oh my, people on my Facebook would tell me they just that laugh is what made them lose it.
That is just a beautiful face right there.
That's what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you have an aneurysm and an orgasm at the same time.
Yeah, I was gonna say snorgasm.
A snorgasm?
Looks like he's half asleep.
Yeah, that's the dangers of that. I do have a unlisted clip where because this is how I do it, right? Because I realized for some reason I am afraid that if I re-render shit in Movie Maker a lot, that I risk the quality being reduced. But I do have an unlisted clip of where I have compiled a bunch of clips of Owen saying random shit for a video on him, where it's basically it's like the Danny Quartz rant in a sense, where I just go over some of the dumbest things they say and explain why it's stupid. Basically, his first debate with War Corps, he's all like, "Hello everyone, my name is Owen McDonald. And then then in his response to me and Zach, he says this video is a steaming pile of garbage. So now it's going to be edited for him to say, Hello, everyone. My name is British Feminist. I am a steaming pile of garbage. Basically, it's going to be probably a video that I think Zach and I can look back at, like when we're both like in our 80s or something. Well, Zach will be closer to his 90s at that point, and we can all just laugh our asses off and being like, then when Marxists thought they had a point.
God bless you.
All right.
Or Satan bless you, whatever.
Did you actually say you only have 32 gigabyte hard drive, Esme?
Oh, we can't hear you, S-Man.
Oh.
Did you accidentally mute yourself or something, S-Man?
Whoops. That was just too much for the machine.
Okay.
Still not hearing you, S-Man.
Because I sneezed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because I sneezed. It's happened.
By the way, Oakham, that is a cool profile picture that you have there of an octopus wielding a shotgun.
It's a squid.
The squid, whatever.
Squidbilly. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen the Squidbillies before.
Still not. Okay, he muted himself, so of course we wouldn't hear S-Man.
Okay.
I'm thinking that I need to get off this stream pretty soon anyways, because I...
Oh.
Okay,
yeah,
he rejoined the call.
Yeah, my mic is being retarded, so you know.
Okay.
I'm thinking that soon that I'll, like, get off here because I wanted to, like, knock out a large part of my editing for my next video, and it's a big video project. It's the big one that I keep on telling everybody about. The one that where I put the gender spectrum research behind, and
yeah,
so I need to get it done ASAP. It's already been quite a while since the incredible Aspie versus Owen debate, so it goes to show how much I procrastinated on.
Yeah, and I might actually include your video, parts of your video for the rant. Basically, is to get a second opinion and get JJ's video in it. I also I will send you an unlisted clip of a preview of like the first few minutes of it, where you get clips of Owen saying some pretty funny things. Where he's like, where out of context clips of him saying, "Oh, dyke, bitch, dickhead, retard," where he said those words like out of context to make him sound like a spastic. And then you got clips.
I'll gladly watch it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when it's out, I'm pretty sure everyone is going to get a few laughs. I understand people are like, "Oh, you guys are so mean to him." No, it's just he's too easy to troll. And actually, I feel like I am going to wrap this up here because we have been going on for a bit. But I do appreciate Sayomi, Oakham, and everyone for joining.
By the way, on the issue of transgenderism and spectrum versus binary, I think that sometime we should like have a live stream regarding that, like you, me, Sayomi, and other people to come on and just talk about it.
And we're being progressive because we're having somebody, we're having a transsexual on the stream, so we're being progressive, Zach. So we are being politically correct here. So yeah, I mean,
we need someone who's black. Get Owen on here too, the first man with a vagina.
Yeah, we need a black, lesbian, transsexual, vegan, Tumblr, feminist.
Yeah.
Actually, we need to identify as
disabled,
and the oppressed. Like identifies everything.
You just named Owen, so.
No, wait. We named what Owen is attracted to. If someone like that existed, I'm pretty sure Owen would be like fapping that shit immediately.
Would you like to go get some?
If he watches the stream. Yeah, if Xiaomi's in the stream, I'm pretty sure if Owen watches it, he'll have to replace his computer because that keyboard is never going to be the same.
Oh god! You're a smartphone anyway.
So that's where So that is where I'm going to wrap this part this up. But I do appreciate everybody who joined. So thank you guys and. To Zach, as always, I'm glad I found your channel, man. Like that led to some cool adventures. And until next time, guys.
Oh, I'm